Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you have seen me make over every room in my house. We're currently in my kitchen. I have redone the living room, the bathroom, the kitchen obviously, office, my master bedroom, and Romeo's closet. But there's one little area that I need to do, the entryway. And it's a fairly large entryway. It's not just like a hallway. This video is gonna be part one of a two-part series because I really wanted to create some really special, simple DIYs, easy to do, but they kind of make a big impact that look really pretty. I'm also going to be putting a bookcase in this area, so I need some stuff to go on there. So today we're going to be doing some of those simple DIYs, so let's get started. So the first DIY that we're going to be working on is a leather candle wrap. I've seen leather wrapped vases. I saw one at like Shop Amber Interiors, and they were just these really pretty pieces of leather that were stitched up the back and that covered a glass vase. But I thought this was a great idea because I burn candles all the time. And I always shop at like Ross or Marshall's or TJ Maxx or Home Goods for candles that are on clearance or they're reduced because they have like ugly containers. Roll the shopping clip. Sometimes I look in the clearance section for candles. Like this one is $3.49, but it smells so good. And this one is $2.49, but it's holiday. So we can use these and make them pretty. So I found 5 candles for $20, and one candle would be $20 or more. I mean, I get why it was on clearance because this is walking in winter wonderland. It's a Christmas candle, so they can't sell it now that Christmas is over. They can sell it to me because I'm about to cover all this up. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make a leather wrap that you can easily just slip a new candle in it, and it always looks good with your decor. I went to Mood Fabrics and found some really pretty vegan leather, faux leather pieces. These are gonna be adjustable so you can change with the candle size because not every candle is gonna be the same size. This candle is 12 inches around by 4 3/4. So the great thing about this project too is you're not going to need any other material. I'm going to show you how to lace it up with the leather itself so that it's not extra cost. So I'm just going to take a pen and a ruler and measure out those measurements. 12 inches wide by 4 3/4. Now that I have the wrap cut, it'll fit right around our candle. Just need to create our lace to go on the back. I'm gonna overcut the laces that I need because I'm not sure about the dimensions, but after I cut it, you'll know, because then you can just change the dimension to fit the candle that you have. Only going to be cutting them 1/8 of an inch wide. I'm gonna start with 23 inches long and see where that gets me. I have this little leather punch thing that I love. You guys, I've used this so many times, and it comes with all of these different size little holes that you can punch holes in anything. Leather, what else did I punch a hole in? Fabric. So first we need to mark where we want our holes to be. So I'm gonna go 1/4 of an inch in, and then I'm gonna put the mark 1/2 inch apart, but starting at 1/4 of an inch down. So that's gonna be our first hole, and then every 1/2 inch. And then we're gonna take our leather punch and press down right over that marking. And then it makes a little hole in the leather. And so we're just gonna repeat that on all of the little marks that we made. You can see that it makes a really clean hole, but I didn't have a leather puncher for years, and I always used an ice pick or an awl to do it, so you can use that too. This just makes a really clean hole. Now we're ready to kind of like sew in our little strip. So I'm gonna fold it over and get it started off of the candle, put it through the top hole, and then the other side so that the pretty side of the leather is actually up, and put that in the other side. It's kind of like tying your shoelaces or putting laces on your shoes for the first time. You just kind of have to make it all look nice together and make sure that they're even. Okay, so after you lace it all the way down to the bottom, I think that for my size candle, 23 inches on this lace if you will, was just enough. So when you get to the bottom, you're gonna have a little bit of tail, hopefully, and we're gonna slip it on like that. And then I just wanna tie a knot in these two strands. And now you would never know that this candle was a Christmas candle. Okay, so the next project that we're gonna work on is a plant stand. So I found this terracotta planter at the thrift store at Goodwill. So we're gonna be making a copper plant stand to fit this planter. A lot of plant words. Copper plant stand to fit this planter that's gonna stand about 3 feet off the ground. Because then it just, you know, gets it off the ground and it's pretty. This project is pretty easy. I've actually done copper projects already. I did a copper ladder and a copper magazine rack that we may be putting in this area too. So I kind of wanted to go all together. So like a really big style in the kind of like these plant holders is to make them out of wood, very like mid-century modern. And I love those. And one of my New Year's resolutions is to learn how to do more woodworking. I want to get some like really cool power tools, not crazy power tools, but a few power tools to cut wood, to miter wood, to build crazy things. So one of the things that I was doing is actually looking at a few classes on Skillshare. I was so happy when they reached out to work with them again because I have learned so much on Skillshare. And if you guys aren't familiar with Skillshare, Skillshare is an online learning community where you can learn anything. You can learn things about photography or more lifestyle things like how to grow plants or how to repot plants. And of course, we're interested in interior design, and there are so many interior design classes that will really show you kind of the basics, the fundamentals, the number of things that you should have on a bookshelf, or how to arrange your furniture that'll make every room really fluid. And you can do them all on your own time. You can stop and start, skip lessons if you want to. It's completely up to you. Skillshare is also incredibly affordable when you compare it to going to like a workshop. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month. And you can click the link in my description box to get a 2-month free trial of a premium membership and see how you like it. Definitely gonna be taking classes on some woodworking, but for this project, we're not using wood today. So we're just gonna be using copper, some E6000 glue, and some measurements, but I made it easy for you guys because I figured out the measurements already. So we're gonna be making this just shy of 3 foot tall because I have 14 foot of copper. So the first thing that we're gonna do is cut all of our copper pieces. So I already had this from the last project, but this is called a scorer. And what it does is it has this round blade on the side, and you sandwich the copper piping in between the two sides, something like this until it goes all the way down. You turn the dial to close it really tight, and then you turn it over and over and over again until it cuts the pipe. And then you keep tightening as you go so that it keeps making that slice in the pipe.
It's that easy?
It's that easy. Voila, get to sleep now. And then you have your clean cut on the piping. And we're just gonna do that for every piece. So what you're gonna need are 4 28-inch pieces, 8 5-inch pieces, 4 4-inch pieces, 8 T-joints, and 8 end caps. So now that we have all of our pieces cut, we can assemble it. We're gonna build the sides first. So what's gonna stand from the floor up to the planter. So I'm gonna take an end cap and put a little dab of glue, not just a little, kind of like enough, on the inside of the cap, and then slide it on the top of a 28-inch block. And then that'll glue really well. And then a T-joint, putting some glue in the center of the T-joint, and then slide that on. These are a little tighter, so you kind of have to turn them a little bit to get them on. Then we're gonna put some E6000 on the other side of the T-joint, and we're gonna slip a 5-inch into here. So to finish off the side, I'm gonna put some more glue and an end cap, and that finishes off one side. So we're gonna make 3 more of these. So end cap, 28-inch, T-joint, 5-inch, end cap, all glued together. Now we need to do the center. Basically the center is a small square on the inside so that it has a platform for the planner to actually sit on. We're gonna be using our T-joints and then the 5-inch, the 4 5-inch pieces that we have. So for every 5-inch piece, you're gonna put 1 T-joint on this way, and then on the other side, it's going to go down. Put some glue, okay, so it's going in the middle T, and then we're gonna put some glue in the other T, and then make it go down. So where this one went in the center, this one went in the side. And then if we turn it this way, this one's gonna go in the center, and this one's gonna go in the side. Makes sense, right? So for the last one, you kind of have to put it on straight and slip both of them on at the same time. Voila. And then all you have left is your 4-inch size. Goes into each of these. It's looking a little big for the platform, so I'm gonna put my pot on top. When these go on the side and stick up right here, this is going to be for a pretty big pot. Since I want this pot to go on it, I'm actually gonna cut off 2 inches. This is a 10.5-inch pot, so I made the width about 11 inches because I didn't know if it needed to be larger or smaller. That was too big. So I would recommend cutting 2 inches off of your total measurement of your pot to make this shape. I'm gonna cut off 2 inches off of this 4-inch piece. And now it's time to just put the legs, the stand, on this square. Some glue. Wow. So the legs will be a little wobbly until the glue dries. So I would recommend putting it on the floor, putting all of the legs in the right direction and standing up straight, and then let it dry really good. So far, so good. I'm gonna try and clean this terracotta pot up with like a magic eraser, and then we're gonna wait for that to dry and put a plant in it, see what it looks like. Enjoyed these simple home decor DIYs, and don't forget to check out part 2 of this 2-part Entryway makeover series coming next Sunday. If you guys are new here, I post new room makeovers, DIYs, home decor ideas, and thrift flips on my channel every Sunday. So if you're not already subscribed and you want to follow along, definitely hit that subscribe button below and the little notification bell so you know exactly when I upload every Sunday. Definitely check out Skillshare. All of that information will be in the drop box below, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye guys! 14 feet of copper piper. Copper piper. Oh my god, it's like a tongue twister. Okay. Ready?
I've been ready, but you're just